This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what you need to know today. Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan has ruled out holding early parliamentary elections before beginning the border demarcation process with Azerbaijan. He made the statement yesterday while visiting border settlements in the northeastern Tavush region, near territory which Azerbaijan demands be handed over. He said voters can decide his fate in the next scheduled elections in 2026. Gone are the days when people were told how to vote. If you decide to change the government, you will. But today, understanding this, knowing that what I am doing is unpopular, I sacrifice myself in the name of the Republic of Armenia, Pashinyan said. He has emphasized it is necessary to give the territory in order to avoid war, and said he is risking his political career so that Armenia becomes a truly independent state and not an outpost. Armenia's constitution requires any changes to the sovereign borders of Armenia be approved by a referendum. But since the land in question is not officially considered to be within Armenia, Pashinyan said a vote would not be required. Particularly at issue is the fact Azerbaijan has ruled out returning any of the Armenian territory which it currently holds as part of the deal. The joint Russian-Turkish monitoring center in Aghdam, which was opened after the 2020 war, is ending its activity according to Turkey's Ministry of Defense. The center was established as a base of operations for joint monitoring activities by Russia and Turkey, though little was seen of the Turkish side. The center's abrupt closure is likely connected to the early withdrawal of Russian peacekeepers from Nagorno-Karabakh, which was confirmed yesterday by a Kremlin spokesperson. A U.S. State Department spokesperson said yesterday of the development, "We've not seen anything to indicate that Russia's military was contributing to a more peaceful and stable South Caucasus region, and the events in Nagorno-Karabakh over the course of this past fall are pretty indicative of that point. It's another example of how Russia is not a trustworthy ally or partner." The European Union has reached a preliminary agreement to allocate more than $10 million in non-lethal military aid to Armenia. This according to a report by RFE-RL's Armenian service, which states the aid comes under the European Peace Facility, a funding instrument that provides military aid to non-EU countries such as Ukraine and Georgia. The agreement states, "The objective of the assistance measure is to contribute to strengthening the armed forces of the Republic of Armenia's capabilities to enhance national security, stability, and resilience in the defense sector." It envisions establishing a mobile field camp for a battalion-sized unit, which would include a medical treatment facility and related services. Armenia applied last year for funding from the European Peace Facility, which requires unanimous approval from all EU members, and the draft will be submitted for final approval in the next few weeks. In related news, today the Armenian government approved $16 million in financing from the European Commission for implementing programs to meet the needs of displaced people from Nagorno-Karabakh. Some aspects of the assistance will include covering electricity and housing costs, along with cash payments. Armenia's foreign minister is on the first high-level visit to Saudi Arabia since the two countries established diplomatic relations last November. Ararat Mirzoyan met in the capital, Riyadh, with Saudi officials including his counterpart Faisal Al Saud. Discussions have been focused on identifying areas of cooperation, trade, and investment. In 2021, then-President Armen Sarkisyan made an unprecedented visit to the country. At the time, Saudi Arabia was the only Arab nation which had no diplomatic relations with Armenia. See our new interview with Vahe Nigogosyan, the founder of Engineer X, a multidisciplinary engineering firm based in Armenia that focuses on business and education. It's opening up opportunities in the engineering world for young Armenians and hopes to build Armenia towards becoming a world engineering hub. Find the link in the description below. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.